Welcome back to Nerfed Reflexes. This is it. This is the one. I get that I say skill is optional, but fun is mandatory. But I'm not having fun anymore with this Necromancer. This is her last chance at redemption. Right here. This is it. The poison build failed. Chaos, minions, whatever. I'm stripping it all back, and we're going full physical. Whatever she has in store, if that's bone slams, claw attacks, brute force summons, whatever, if it hits hard and it doesn't rely on magic, we're trying it. If this doesn't work, I'm officially firing the Necromancer. So let's get into it. I'll show you what I've done. This might be a terrible idea, okay? I admit that what I'm about to show you is probably stupid, but you know what? Sometimes stupid works. So first, let's look at the skills. This gives us 20% physical damage. This gives us an extra layer when inflicting frail bones, so we want to make sure that we're on the lookout for frail bones. I'm guessing that's a curse. Bone shield, using physical skills increase my shield value, which stacks, which is nice. And then evil spirit possession. When a monster dies while carrying the fragile bone, there's a 20% chance it will summon a bone spirit to attack nearby enemies. So we want to make sure we're looking for fragile bones, whatever that is and whatever that means. Also, I grabbed this. Summoned creature's health is increased. I don't know if it'll apply to the evil spirits summon, but we'll see. Mainly because I didn't want to put the point down here. This reads very terrifying, and I don't know why it exists. I'm assuming English translation is not accurate, but this says, Mark of Death. After applying a curse to monsters, gain Mark of Death, losing 5% of maximum health per second for 4 seconds. I can't think of a single reason why I would want to lose max health. Maybe there's some synergy with items later on in the game, but either way, we're out of the poison stuff. We've got curse skill duration plus 2 seconds when hitting cursed enemies with normal attacks, a 30% chance to stun for 1 second. Also, speaking of normal attacks, you'll notice I'm no longer carrying a wand. This wand is important, or this weapon is important, because we are no longer getting int. So that is going to highly affect our shield amount. So we're definitely going to want to go into armor and HP. I'm basically saying that this Necromancer is pissed. Her summons have failed her. Her spells aren't working. She's had a bad day, and she just wants to go and bash shit around. So we've given her 2 mindless carnages, which give a massive bump to physical damage, but it sets intelligence to 0, and it cannot be increased. So mainly I'm grabbing these, just whatever physical skills we get for her, hopefully they get boosted drastically. But we are going to have to heavily make sure that we are paying attention for the fragile bones thing and try and get armor and health as quickly as possible, because I don't think she's going to have much shield to start with. Outside of that, I've stripped away all the chaos related things. I threw these gloves on. I got rid of the int scaling boots because we can't have int anymore, and I've thrown these on just in case we get a summon. Outside of that, the movement speed is relatively the same. The necklace is the same. The helmet is the same, just giving us banishes and rerolls. The same here. I did replace the belt. This gives us a little bit more physical damage, and if we get some bleed skills, if she has bleed, there's a little bit of bleed multiplier. Other than that, we're just going to dive right in. I still need to upgrade this guy's shop. So I still need to clear the Frozen Ruins. That last run did not count because, well, she perished. So we're going to hop right back in to the Frozen Ruins and just, we're going to bash things in the face, and we're going to feel good about it. Okay? Okay? Good. All right, so I still have 74 shield. So I still have a stacking amount of shield. That is good. Let's get a little bit of XP. All right. I can level up Bash. Bone Spear. Throw out a spear made of bones. 3-second cooldown. Physical damage. Projectiles pierce through targets and inflict fragile bones effect. There we go. Already. Boom. Grabbing it. All right. Block rate. Projectile skill range. Let's grab the block rate. We're just try and stay safe here. I'm just gonna level up a couple times in this on the starting area. And then loss of resistance. Curses an area reducing armor of enemies. Minus 30% armor value. Or flat armor value? Curse lasts for 4 seconds and the curse range is 400. Skeleton warriors attacks deal 5 to 10 physical damage. No. We'll just grab bash for now. I just want to level up a little bit before I start wandering around. Physical damage, strength, HP regen. Probably should have grabbed the HP regen, but let's get to like, let's see. Physical damage plus 30%. Okay. Let's get to like level 10, I guess, and then we'll start moving and zooming, picking up some of these upgrades. Ooh, hello. I mean, definitely should be scaling crit damage. I'm going all on physical. I wasn't 100% sure if chaos / poison on the last video could crit. And I have damage numbers turned off, so I couldn't even look to check. Bone Spear, Bash, Corrupted Golem. Oh, wait, bleed? Can I move this? I can't move that. Can I? Okay. Summons a poisonous, corrupted golem that can release bone thorns. The golem also has its own poison mist that can continue. See, I want to get this, but I don't want it to be like, oh, you're going full into bleed and you're going into chaos. So let me offer you, bleed and chaos upgrades. So I'm gonna hold off on that guy and see what else we get as far as physical upgrades, physical skills. I'm probably trying not to rely too heavily on my melee here. Like I said, it's basically here just for its boost to our physical skills, which right now is just the Bone Spear. Bone Spears cause a small area explosion. Oh, but it deals chaos damage? Alright, whatever. Let's just hope it doesn't offer me chaos upgrades. Alright, we're level 10. Let's start moving and vrooming. Vrooming and zooming. Zooming and booming. Block rate. Armor. Yes, please. Thank you. We'll take God of Destiny. You know what? Let's go into... Huh. I wonder if my... probably not. I'll just grab area skill range for now. Yeah, that's not considered an area. So that didn't do anything for us now, but I'm sure it will in le future. Okay. All right, we have no range, so we're not like passively killing mobs as we're walking around, which is bad. Bone Splinter, Bone Shatter. Fires bone fragments. Okay, so 5 second, 5 second. Fires bone fragments with death spells, dealing physical damage to the enemy and detonating the fragile bones effect, dealing additional damage based on the number of layers. Physical damage gains additional damage based on the number of layers. And then this guy releases a series of bone spikes from the ground in front of you, dealing physical damage to enemies in the area, and has a chance to inflict bleeding. Deals physical damage. Generate 10 bone spurs. Adds... Okay, alright. We're going to lock this. I'm going to grab both of these. Both of these sound awesome. We've already got some synergy going. This Necro has had her fill with me. Let me tell you, she is done with me. Like, you can't make my normal kit work, and you're relying on me using these axes. All right, projectile pen, which we don't need because this has infinite pen, right? So, bleeding. I mean, we can go into some bleeding, right? Actually, Fires bone fragments with death spells, dealing physical damage to the enemy and detonating the fragile bones effect, dealing additional damage based on the number. Maybe that doesn't do what I think it does. I'm not. We'll stick it on here anyways. Alright, so that was the bone spear. Okay, so that was the, what is it called? Okay, grab that. Alright, so now we got a new thing. Let's take this guy out. Oh, okay. That's probably gonna look really cool. I kind of want to level that up just to see. Ooh, lifesteal. We got the bleeding again. Alright, you have a 5-second, 5-second. We'll stick lifesteal on the bone spears, I guess. I want to level this out. Like, this looks pretty cool when it procs. Just a bunch of spears coming from the ground. I bet that looks really sick when it's leveled up. Right now, it's not doing a whole lot, but... I kind of don't even really want to move around, to be honest with you, just because of my abilities. Maybe I just sit here for a little bit and focus on leveling up, because I'm not doing much. I'm not doing much in the way of damage as I'm walking around, you know what I mean? So I'm not leaving a whole bunch of experience behind. Bone Storm. There we go. That'll be our last skill. A storm of bones surrounds the player, dealing physical damage to nearby enemies. Say less. Oh, cool. Alright, so that should have an AoE tag. It does. So that upgrade we picked up earlier isn't completely useless. Alright, so the 3 skills that I like the most so far that I think I want to focus on is going to be physical damage. There's going to be the Bone Storm, maybe. Definitely Bone Splinter. I want to focus on Bone Spear, and I want to focus on Bone Shatter. Like, definitely those. I don't really care about Bash too much, to be honest with you. Whenever Bone Storm kills an enemy, there's a chance to summon a Bone Warrior. Okay. Alright. Cool. You got me. I'm here for it. Uh-oh. Alright, can we handle this guy? We're barely handling normal mobs right now, so... Plus 30% shield, physical damage, crit damage, and attack speed from this. We'll do it. I mean, I probably should have grabbed this shield because I do have the capacity to get some shield, and it stacks. But, alright. Let's, back off a little bit. Oh, God. Alright. Wish that heart was inside the arena. Fractured bone splits +2 upon hitting the first target. Okay. Oh, yeah, I just seen a warrior. Oh yeah, we got warriors all over the place. Give me this. All right. Experience? Yes. More lifesteal. Living poison. Yeah, well, you know what? We'll stick that on the Bone Storm. And then give us extra movement speed. I don't want the fire. I don't want the frost because I don't want you offering me fire and frost. Yeah, it's unfortunate if you get one of those, like as cool as they are, they start offering you like added frost damage and added fire damage, and it's like I get it. I technically have a quote unquote skill, but I mean it's my dash, right? You can't really level up or spec into your dash outside of that, so it's like don't offer me frost damage or fire damage because I got the thing on my dash and I don't have any frost or fire skills. And it's kind of annoying. Alright, give me some pickup range. It's hard to really tell to see if these summons are really doing anything. Alright, Bone Storm. Bone Splinter. Bone Storm Radius. Reduce skill cooldown. Let's... Fair enough. if I see Bone Splinter, I'm going into Bone Splinter first. I'm gonna make that my priority. Because I really want to see what that looks like maxed out. I can kind of guess what Bone Storm is gonna look like. Right? It's basically garlic from Vampire Survivors. Definitely gonna grab some armor and HP. I need my hit points. Still don't know what the heck that is. Okay. Bone Splinter. Bone Spike range increased by 40%. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a much bigger area already. Okay. Alright, maybe we should start going for some of these upgrades now. Maybe we'll be okay. Block, critical hit chance. We'll grab that. I don't know, I just feel like we're not leveling up as fast, but I mean, we are level 30 almost. I guess it's something. I don't know, I haven't really paid attention, if I'm completely honest with you, on how quickly I level up on other characters and other builds, but maybe we're on track. But I have sat still a lot, right? Most of the other builds I've played, it's just been massive AoE or range skills. All right, what do we got? Melee chance, have it. Okay, I don't care about melee at all. Bleeding coefficient, projectile pen. Again, I don't really care. All right, so you cause bleed, right? So I'll put bleeding on you. Give you some bleeding coefficient. All right, get a little bit more physical damage. It's nice that those actually do something for us now. Bone Storm. So Bone Shatter. 3 seconds. You're 5 seconds. Yeah. Additional damage per stack of brittle bones. We'll go into the Bone Storm. Armor and HP. Let's hope it's enough. Bone Storm. That released the cooldown, I believe. $600 armor. Yes. Maybe now I can survive all this. All these hits. Let's see. How much physical resistance does that give us? Armor. Oh, only 46%. Much less than I thought. Bone Storm deals an additional and chance to inflict poison. During Bone Storm, launch Bone Spears. Yo! If that inflicts the fragile bones... Oh, God. Oh, God. What is happening? Where did you guys come from? Okay. Turning on the lamp. See what's going on. Skill range. Oh, these guys are fast. Holy moly. I was minding my own business. These guys came out of nowhere. Oh my God. Bone Splinter. I didn't see what you did because I'm panicking. I mean, I'm not panicked. I'm calm and cool and collected. All right. Whatever you are, give me. Ooh. Oh, that's melee. Ugh. Projectile size. Projectile speed. I mean, honestly, I think that's fine because they pierce all enemies. Oh my God. Okay, I need critical hit. All right, I need to not perish. Multiple casts. Well, let me put you. Let me put that on you. Giant projectiles, armor pin. It'll let me put that on the. That's interesting. All right, well, I'm gonna stick it. I'm gonna stick it on the Bone Splinter. Okay. Is there health over here somewhere? Bone Storm, increased duration. I like that. I like that. Frozen again. HP regen. Yes. I will take. Because the lifesteal is not proccing very often. because the bone spears don't seem to be going out and anywhere near enough. I was hoping that it would offer me like projectile bounces and stuff like that, which it might not be able to do if it has infinite penetration. I still don't know how that works. Bouncing and forking and penetrating. I don't know the order of operations in this game, but I'm guessing that if it has infinite pierce, then it will never be able to fork or bounce. So, projectile skill range, we'll go for that. A little bit of that, a little bit of that. Alright. 60% on the torch already. And we're only a small percentage into the night. I'm going to turn it off for now. If I can't see the monsters, they can't see me, right? We don't have a magnet and an experience stone down here like we did on the last run. Oh, that makes me a little sad. All right, let's remove all this crap. So it stops appearing. Refresh. I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to use this. And I'm not going to use this. Refresh. Wow. It doesn't want to give me any upgrades for anything I've got here. I guess we're leveling up Bash. Because it's something. Something is better. Oh, we got another boss already? What? Holy crap, it's already at 11 minutes? Alright, I'm scared. Hold me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why do you gotta freeze me on the boss fight? Alright, shield regen. The int does nothing. Health percentage. Okay, we're going for this. I can't see. I died. I perished. There's no way, right? There's no way. I'm frozen again. And everything's just bashing me. And I'm dead again. Oh my god, this level! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm an idiot. Also, Bone Storm kind of went crazy, huh? Alright. I have an idea. I just realized how dumb I am. I should have a chess piece, right? That makes it to where I can never be frozen. Oh my god, I think I'm dumb. Where is that? Which one was it? It's one of these. Cannot be chilled. Alright, I'm going to test it for science. I'll just stick this down here. I know it gives me int, but I can't have int. It also gives me a little bit of strength. Alright, let's just see. Let's just see if I get frozen. Because if I can't be chilled, by definition, I can't be frozen, right? So I'm just going to wander around and see if I randomly get frozen. We'll see how this goes. We go again. Because that's the only way I managed to perish in the cursed area. Applying fragile bones to the target, and after a period of time causes physical damage to the cursed target. Adds broken bones to the cursed target. The duration of curses. The curse ends and deals... Sure, whatever. Oh, nope, I just got frozen again. You see that? So this chess piece is not going to work. Huh. Yep, frozen again. Wow, that's crazy. Why would that not work? Huh. Alright, well, whatever. Back to the drawing board, I guess. Necromancer, you have failed me for the last time. That's going to wrap it up. That was her last chance. She's done. I will say the physical skills seemed really, really cool. And maybe I'm a complete fool for taking these in instead of something else. But hey, I don't have, at this time, I don't have any wands that have anything physical related, right? They're all elemental based. And like what else am I gonna do? Like maybe bring in the bow, I guess, maybe. But how often have you seen a necromancer carrying a bow? I mean, okay, Path of Exile, maybe. There's Summoning Raging Spirits or the fire exploding fire orbs, whatever. Sure. Path of Exile is a different beast because there's a lot of spell stuff that you can get on bows, which is dumb. But anyways, it's not thematic enough for me to walk around with a bow. At least a raging woman running around bashing enemies on the, busting their skulls open with axes sounded a lot of fun. And it turns out it was a flipping disaster. So never again am I messing with this frickin' Necromancer unless they make an update to her. I'm done. Whatever. If you enjoyed watching me beat monsters with bone clubs and watching me make terrible decisions, hit that like button and subscribe. Don't forget to drop a comment telling me what you think and how much of a fool I am. That'd be great. And as always, remember, skill is optional, but fun is mandatory. I will catch you in the next respawn. Bye-bye.